jackfruit. You know what I think of when I think of barbecue? Fruit. Yeah, I know. Bizarre. Now if you are new to jackfruit, jackfruit is actually a fruit. It's this enormous fruit that grows on trees. It's got this kind of weird skin and it has these little yellow pod things. It's a pretty cool fruit. And when you eat it ripe, it's actually quite sweet and delicious, but when you eat it young and green, it is savory and starchy, so it's really cool because you got a lot of play there. Now one of the coolest things about jackfruit is that when you cook it as a young green jackfruit, it kind of like pulls apart and has these little like fibery strands, and it looks and tastes just like pulled pork. Yeah, I know, the pigs are pretty happy about that one. So obviously it's a lot healthier because it's a fruit, but it's also super easy to prepare, super delicious. I have brought this to barbecues before and fed it to meat eaters and carnivores and vegetarians and vegans, and everyone loves it. There's never a scrap left, and everyone thinks it's meat, which is kind of funny. It's one of those fun recipes I love pulling out of my hat and serving to like the most anti-vegan people because it always blows people's minds. Delicious. Now you guys actually voted for this recipe on Instagram. I did a little poll and you voted for which video you wanted me to make next, which was super fun. So I'm gonna do that again for next week's video. So if you want to join in on that poll, follow me on Instagram at It Doesn't Taste Like Chicken, and you can vote for next week's video. Ooh, fun. Alright, so let's get making my 6-ingredient pulled jackfruit. Now the first thing you're gonna need for this recipe is jackfruit. I know, shocking, you're shocked. So when you are looking for jackfruit, you want to make sure to get the young green jackfruit in brine or in water. Do not get the ripe jackfruit in syrup. It's a totally different thing. It won't work. It'll be gross and sweet and not good at all, and it won't get this cool stringy texture. I'm lucky enough that my local grocery store carries this in the Asian section, but if not, you could try out Asian or Indian grocery store. It'll be there, or I'll pop a link down below where you can order it off of Amazon. Open them and drain them and rinse them a bit. This is what it looks like. Ooh, it's dripping. I know it's kind of bizarro looking, but that's what it is. What can I tell you? You can see there's some pieces that are already pulling apart like pulled pork. Ooh, this is an ugly piece. The jackfruit has this kind of core area and then there's this fibrous top. So what you want to do is cut up the core area and keep as much as the fibery bit at the top. So slice up along the core. It's hard to hold a camera and chop at the same time. And this way you'll get the best texture possible. So my jackfruit is all chopped up now. So let's hop over to the stove now and start cooking up this jackfruit. Alright, let's turn this sucker on to medium-high heat and add a tablespoon of olive oil. Beautiful. And if you know me, the first thing we're gonna do is saute some garlic and onions, because what else do you do? So when the oil is hot, add your sliced onions and garlic. And when they have started to brown, add in the jackfruit. Yeah. Oh, get in there. And now add in a 1/4 cup of vegetable broth or water and cover it up. Vegetable broth obviously has a little bit more flavor, so that'll be better, but honestly it's only a 1/4 cup, so water will be just fine. So now that it's covered, just let it cook for 8 to 10 minutes until the jackfruit has softened. Alright. Steamy. Love it. So after you cook it, it'll look something like this. I know it does not look very exciting yet. Trust me on this. So you just want to make sure it's nice and tender now. And now, this is the trick. Take a potato masher and mash this up. Ring, 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 ring. Is that what they do in Psycho? Never actually seen that movie, so just referencing pop culture. You just lightly mash it. It's gonna break apart all of those little pieces and become pulled and stranded. Stranded? It's not gonna be stranded. Stranded on a desert island? Hello! And it's gonna get that pulled, amazing texture. Yeah, gorgeous. If you're finding that this is hard to do, just put the lid back on and cook it for a couple of more minutes. It just means it's not tender enough yet. Isn't that crazy? It looks so cool. It really looks kind of meaty and weird. So at this point, kind of bland still, so we need to take it to the next level. Are you ready for the next level? Can you handle the next level? Let's begin. Let's start the next level. So grab yourself a large baking sheet and let's pop all of this jackfruit on the baking sheet. Not wasting any of this precious goodness. I'm gonna spread that out. And then take some barbecue sauce and pour it all over. Delicious. And now just mix it up a little. Spread that barbecue sauce in there. Sassy. Delish. And now just pop it in the oven to bake. So it's really important to put it in the oven to bake because this is gonna dry it out a bit. It's gonna cook that barbecue sauce in. It's gonna get sticky and delicious, and it's really gonna be what takes it from kind of squidgy to amazing, delicious, gorgeous texture. Yes, so do it. Bake it. Delicious. I made this barbecue sauce. It's the recipe from my cookbook, my favorite BBQ sauce, but you can definitely buy a store-bought barbecue sauce if you prefer. Just check the ingredients because some barbecue sauces contain honey or fish. I know, weird. So I pulled my jackfruit out of the oven. I love when I cook it until some of the little bits get even a little bit burnt. I find it really makes the texture pretty cool. And then just to kind of re-moisten it up again, I add another little bit of barbecue sauce and stir that in. And now it's all done and ready to serve. I'm gonna serve this up as a sandwich, but really you can do whatever you want with this pulled jackfruit. You could throw it in a burrito, on a taco, other places that you might want to put it too. Piling up a generous serving of this jackfruit, and then I made just a quick little coleslaw I'm gonna pop on top. You definitely don't have to do that if you don't want to. Pickles, however you want to serve this up is the way you should serve it up. Yeah, did you see that? Did you see how good that looked? Isn't that crazy? Can I just remind you that this is a fruit? So cool. This is gonna be messy. Are you ready? Let's take a bite. Here, out of the way. This is serious stuff. That is so good. Going in for more. Super, super duper delish. If you are someone who loves barbecue, I highly recommend you try this recipe. So yummy, so satisfying. I love it, so exciting. Hi, Jiffy, high five, double high five. Yeah, good girl, you're so good. If you give this recipe a try, let me know how it turns out in the comments below. I hope you love it as much as I do. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, be sure to let me know by leaving a like, and don't forget to subscribe for another fuss-free vegan video next Wednesday. I'll see you next time. Bon appetit! Oh, hello there. Ooh, falling over. Jackfruit! 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 What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? La 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 la. Hi! Catching my breath.